Hey guys, it's Melinda from melindaz.com, and today we are talking about a German word.
Schadenfreude.
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 Schadenfreude. So basically, it's a German word that if you break it down, Schaden means harm and Freude means joy. So we are deriving joy from witnessing other people's misfortune. Sounds like a terrible thing, right? But it happens. I'm not saying any of us have done it, but today we are going to explore exactly what it is, where it comes from, and then how to avoid doing it should the opportunity ever arise. First of all, here are a couple examples of what Schadenfreude really is. So first of all, let's say you were riding down the highway and somebody was tailgating you, and a couple miles up you see that they were pulled over by a cop. That might make you feel really good inside, and that is Schadenfreude. Or additionally, maybe you have a friend who's always talking about how awesome her life is and how perfect her marriage is, and then you find out that she's getting divorced. Well, you may offer your shoulder to cry on and sympathy outwardly and whatnot, but inside you might be doing a little dance of joy. That's Schadenfreude. Or maybe at the office, there's a guy who has been climbing up the corporate ladder and he's been stepping on everybody on the way, and nobody really likes him, but for some reason he's in this position of power, and then you find out that he got laid off. And you feel vindicated that he got what he deserved. You might even get together with some of your coworkers and kind of get catty about it. That's Schadenfreude. Lastly, let's say you go to the high school reunion and you see the bully who tortured you throughout high school and now he's bald. Or the prom queen who never gave you the time of day. Well, she's gained some weight or had really bad plastic surgery. Well, then you might feel better about yourself, and that is Schadenfreude. So, we live in a mean girls culture, and it always baffles me when people say that Mean Girls is their favorite movie, or that Regina George is my spirit animal. Because really, if you think about the movie, it's not a great it's not full of good characteristics. And in the end, nothing really good happens to anybody involved. But even on the poster, it says, watch your back. So, to have to live your life not knowing who your friends are or who you can trust, that's a terrible way to live. But even before there were the plastics, we had the Heathers in pop culture, really kind of teaching us what a frenemy is and setting the stage for society today, for really just not knowing who to trust and not knowing who we can be vulnerable around. Now, a lot of people like to tie the word karma in with Schadenfreude, but karma really has nothing to do with this. We misuse karma so much today. We say karma's a bitch and what goes around comes around, but karma would never be associated with something so negative. One day I'm going to do a video about what karma really is, so I'll let you know when that happens. But right now we're taking karma out of the equation and we're turning it around onto ourselves and calling it jealousy. Now, jealousy is when we are more concerned about what's happening with other people than we are with ourselves. Jealousy is when we look at what other people have and what other people do and wish that we had it and wish that we were doing it. So rather than thinking about the blessings that we have, we are looking at the blessings of other people. So you can see how that might be counterproductive. Additionally, they say that if you can let go of jealousy, then you can live a great life. In yoga, we say, take care of your yoga mat. What's on your yoga mat is your business. What's on your neighbor's yoga mat is your neighbor's business. So only pay attention to your yoga mat. And if you do that, then jealousy won't get in the way. And we can live somewhere more positively, counting our blessings and being grateful for what we have. So let's say we find ourselves in a Schadenfreude scenario. What are we going to do? The first thing we should do is just smile. Look at this beautiful baby smiling. The act of smiling itself creates the emotions that are conjured when we're genuinely happy. So just smile. Get that endorphin rush. Feel good. Take a moment to be grateful for what you have. Secondly, don't worry about the people who aren't happy for you, because they're probably unhappy with themselves inside. And it's true. People who are unhappy with themselves have negativity inside. They don't know what to do, so they wrap it in a ball and they throw it at other people and they project it. So rather than lift themselves up, they bring everybody else down. So if you're somebody who doesn't feel good about yourself, then try to bring yourself up. And if you are somebody who gets that thrown at you all the time, realize it has nothing to do with you. Don't internalize that. That has nothing to do with you. But after that, we go to the well wishes. I wish you well. I wish you well 100 times a day. No matter how much negativity comes at you, you can counteract that with positive thoughts. So think of it like a magnet, in the negative and the positive. And if they come together, then you just have like a nice neutral stasis. Even better if you have more positives coming at the one negative, then the positives win. Additionally, if somebody does something hurtful to you, then you can counteract that by doing something loving towards yourself, towards someone else, or even towards the person who's giving you that hurt. Think about that opposite effect. Be kind always, no matter what. Just be compassionate. Realize somebody's probably going through something that you don't even know about. Maybe they don't even know about it. And if you can be kind, then that's always better. Think positively. That'll make you feel positive. That'll make you live more positively. That one positive thought has a domino effect that brings you to a positive life. And lastly, speaking of life, if you live your life with love, then you can only have good things come to you. And even better, if you live your life with love and your neighbor does and the person over here does, then you'll be surrounded by love. And really that's gonna create a nice, happy, safe place, free of Schadenfreude, full of gratitude. It may sound really utopian, really pie in the sky, but maybe if you could do that 1 time a day versus 0 times a day, then that's a start, right? All right, so that's Schadenfreude in a nutshell. You may also hear it as Schadenfreude or Schadenfreude or Schadenfreude, but no matter what, just know it is something you don't want to have any part of. And come back tomorrow. We're going to find something else to talk about, something really good, something really positive, and something that affects us all. In the meantime, auf Wiedersehen.